Shuffle the deck and spread out the cards. Try to find the meaning. Pentacles, cups, swords, wands, and a hermit. What am I saying? This is pretty bad tarot. Oh my God. Welcome to another episode of Pretty Bad Tarot, where I, Emily Milling, do not very good tarot readings for people who are indulging me. Today on the podcast, I have an old high school chum, one of the original people I used to make very weird shorts with. I have with me Bailey Waite. Whoa! Give her a round of applause. Woo! Bailey! Yay! Who are you? What are you doing here? What's your deal?
My name's Bailey. I'm a long-term weirdo, first-time caller, and I'm excited to get into tarot with you. I'm trained as a librarian. I work as a training coordinator. I am an amateur gardener, a terrible painter, and I like to hang out at the beach.
Did you practice that or something? Did you sit there for the whole day and say this is exactly what I'm going to say, and I like to hang out at the beach?
I thought about it a little bit, but I didn't write anything down. That's off the cuff.
You just know your stuff. That's really cool about you. You've always had that really cool thing about you where you're just very certain of yourself, which I like.
That's amazing to hear, because that is entirely external and not at all internal. I'm working on getting that more on the inside, but it's all facade.
Interesting. Well, I think that's part of what I really liked about you when we were friends in high school. Now that we're friends outside of high school, I like different things about you, I guess. I don't know what that phrasing was. What am I saying? But I think that's what I really liked about you in high school, that, you just always had this air of, yeah, I like what I like, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm just myself. And I was like, oh, I want to be like that, too. I'm going to hang out with Bailey.
So that's what I thought you were.
What?
That's what I liked about you. You were like, what? I'm going to make a movie. I'm going to wear enormous wide leg pants. I'm going to wear a fuzzy hat with those pants. I don't know why that just popped into my mind. I have a very clear image of you wearing pants that are wider than some dresses I've worn.
Yeah. I got fun for at Fabricland. Oh my God. You're probably thinking of my award in the grade 9 yearbook for most weirdly dressed or something stupid like that.
I don't know.
The weirdest dresser.
At least you were noticed.
I guess so. By who? You. And that's that.
And then we were pals, and it was good news.
Pals. The end.
And we made some movies. I remember once standing in the middle of an intersection looking confused in possibly a crinoline skirt, and some ladies stopping to try to help me and got real mad when I was like, no, we're making a movie.
Oh, I know. I pissed off so many people in the dirty schwa making movies and wearing costumes, and everyone's looking at us like, what is this? Who are these people? Why are they even here? But yeah, that was a fun night because we went to the airport. Oh my God.
And I screamed so loud.
Did you? I don't even remember,
I only remember standing in traffic and you asking me to scream. I have no idea what else that short film was about. None whatsoever.
I have no idea. That was my Donnie Darko phase, and I'm like, we're making an experimental. I think it was actually titled experimental film. Oh, but you know what my favorite one was?
Super pretentious, and I love it.
So pretentious. There was the one we did with the Pierre, and it's just you shrieking. You randomly dial people in the phone book, and then you shriek into your phone, Pierre, Pierre, and then you throw yourself down the stairs, and then you're done. You come back to the phone book, dial another number, and yell, Pierre.
And I used my entire French vocabulary, which I think at the time was 7 words.
I only remember Pierre, but I also
don't
remember.
Was in there.
Oh my God, we said bibliothèque.
How did we do all of
much.
This without drugs or alcohol?
That's the thing. I don't know. You and I were so
unadulterated brained fuck.
Brained fuck.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I would describe it too. Brained fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, let's get into whatever your question is for this really quite awful tarot reading we're gonna do for you today.
Well, I was going to ask the question. I've been thinking about this all day of what do I want the universe to tell me? And at first, I was going to say, what should I spend my Christmas money on? Because we just traveled on the weekend and got a whack of cash for Christmas in July because it's a pandemic. And so we didn't see our family for like a year. But then we just bought a KitchenAid stand mixer. Not a plug, just a fact. So I am all out of things for splurging on. But I was thinking... two questions. One, I'm into a general reading. And two, will the lettuce that I have growing in my garden that is currently wilting, will it bounce back?
Oh, okay. I think we should do the reading for the lettuce.
I'm into it. It's really sad right now. But is it going to survive? Will I get a salad out of it, or am I just feeding slugs?
Okay. Is Bailey feeding slugs, or is she making herself life-sustaining lettuce at only 7 calories a cup? I know that because I put it into MyFitnessPal just a few minutes ago, tracking my food, trying to stay healthy. I'm old, I got to make sure that I'm keeping myself nutriented. And so we got to know, is the lettuce that Bailey is growing in her garden like an actual like herbologist, botanist, is it going to grow or is it going to wilt? Let's find out next on this podcast. Okay. I'm going to put some cards in. Okay. So I guess we'll do situation, action, outcome. Okay. Situation. That one. Action. That one. Outcome. That one. Okay.
Wow.
Now I have to read what they say. And because I'm wearing my glasses, I can't see from here. So I'm going to have to pick it up and look at it. Okay. The King of Wands, upside down. He is like, he's holding a scepter with a little blue thing. And to me, that's like planet Earth. It's like he's holding the Earth in his upside down hand. And he's got his legs crossed like he really needs to pee. And part of this makes me feel like, are you overwatering your lettuce? Possibly. Let's look at this action that you may consider taking after this very, very good tarot reading. Oh, the 6 of Swords, reverse transition. And so there's a bunch of swords in a canoe. Again, here we are in water. And I'm just kind of feeling like, maybe these swords stuck in this canoe are like, I am little leaves of lettuce and I really want to come out of all of this water. And this is like I'm just a little too bloated is what I'm feeling. And then here we have the Prince of discs. Okay, and now this is where your face is like, what? Because as you told me just before we got started, you actually do this, like, for real. So it's the Page of Pentacles, and after a lot of Googling, I figured that out. I was like, what in the world is this? But it's a nice deck of cards. I'm into it.
It's beautiful.
So and it says reliability on it, and he looks a little bit bloated. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if it's just the round shield in front of him, but he does look like he's on the rotund side.
He does look
Maybe
like...
he could use a salad. I'm not trying to body shame anyone. I just mean, like, he looks like he had a really salty weekend, and he's just, like, holding that.
Such a salty weekend. He was just so salty to everybody. Oh, my God. Okay,
oh, my God, you guys. I had such a salty weekend.
Let's dig into these cards further, shall we? Okay. OMFG.
The guy, who is that? King of Wands?
Yeah.
The gotta pee guy. He looks like Lucius Malfoy.
He does, right?
From Harry Potter. Or the actor who was very handsome in a couple of other movies as well.
Where's the camera? Oh, there. There we go. Now we can all see him.
Oh, he was also an elf in Lord of the Rings, I think.
That checks out. This guy looks like an elf named Lucius. So I'm into Okay. So we also have here the 9 of Swords. It's a bunch of swords stabbing a woman in her sleep. And then we've got the King of Swords. And it says authority. And then we've got We've got, the 2 of Pentacles, which says change. Okay, so like, look, your lettuce is terrified that that the water is coming. Your lettuce is terrified that the water is coming, and then it's trying to like say to you like, look, I'm the authority on what I need, and you need to change up how much you're watering me, because this is too much. And also, this guy's orb thing is on this card. I wonder what that means. I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
The orb thing, I mean, it looks like the moon and the earth, which are 2 different sizes in real life, but on that card, it looks like maybe that's the shadow of the disc or the pentacle. It has a very yin and yang kind of feeling to that card.
And it is also in the reverse position, everybody. It's upside down.
Yeah, so maybe the moon is high and the earth is low.
Change.
It could be. I'm very fond of watering my lettuce, which sounds like a euphemism, but isn't. I would use a different euphemism. Don't worry, that's a weird one. Yeah, I mean, this is all seeming really, really good. I mean, wands are fire energy.
Wonderful.
Are wonderful.
You know all of these things. This is... And now I'm embarrassed. I have to stop this recording altogether.
I mean, if you want to. But what I was going to say is that swords are air energy, so that actually kind of tracks of, like, give them more air and quit it with the water.
Interesting. Yeah. But you can't really control, like, the rain. So...
That's what
unless you can, because you clearly know a lot about this stuff. So maybe you do know how to do it. Okay, let's look at the action that you're gonna do. You're gonna you got the Hermit reverse. This lady with her little lantern walking around in the night, and then the Empress reverse. Lots of feminine energy in this little action here, and then. Finally, instigation. And I don't think anyone has not had this card so far in all of the readings.
Wow, we all need an instigator, I guess.
I guess so, but he's always upside down. That or these cards are loaded and someone's trying to take me for a ride.
Can you load cards like you load dice? Or are they loaded like you load the dishwasher?
Dishwasher.
Maybe it's just a dirty card.
It's a dirty, dirty card.
Sticky. It comes out when you shuffle. How are you arranging these? Are you shuffling them out or are you pulling them out?
I'm pulling them out. I didn't even ask you to cut the deck. Jeez Louise.
That's okay.
I'm really not great at this. But that's okay.
There are tons of different ways to read. There's not a right and a wrong way. I mean, people will tell you there are, but they're wrong.
Good. You heard it here first, everybody. I'm doing it right. This is pretty great tarot. Okay, so this is the action. Yeah, I gotta change all the branding immediately. I know I started this a week ago, but I gotta change the entire thing.
Change it now.
Oh my God. Okay, so, and it'll waffle like back and forth depending on like if I've done a good job or not. It's pretty bad.
You never know which podcast you're on. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know.
You don't know
till mediocre tarot. We don't air those episodes. Those are only for Patreons or whatever.
Pay extra money to listen to not very good content. That's what that's there for.
I assume that's what all of the big content creators are doing.
Yeah, it's totally
release the premium stuff. Keep the really mediocre stuff.
Yeah.
Only for the people who are super into it.
Just like leave a lot of gaps in there. Say the word a lot. And
a lot of rustling and maybe some chewing noises.
Oh, how about mouth sounds? Terrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay.
But you're going to crack into the ASMR market in a snap.
No, thank you. Those videos show up every time someone says ASMR. And when I whisper my computer still hears it, so I don't know why I'm whispering.
I didn't know we were hiding from it.
We're hiding from it. I just want other things suggested to me on YouTube, okay? Just like, maybe I want to learn about plants also and lettuce. Okay, so you've got all this feminine energy and then you've got this like, but it's all upside down. So like you have to stop watering so much of your plants. You have to bring some fire and some light to them. Perhaps you're hiding your lettuce in the shade and it's really dark. No,
it's real bright. But I like that energy.
Okay. Well, you can come in here with this cougar melon camp, and you could, or lioness. I'm not really sure. It looks like either
I like cougar melon camp. I'm gonna go with
panther, that. Cougar melon camp. Anyway, so you could stand over your lettuce and provide some shade, perhaps. So several hours a day. This is like, if you want it to grow, this is the action you're gonna have to take.
Be out there with an umbrella.
Yes.
Guarding
or
it
just
from the
use
sun.
your body, just like, stand spread eagle over top of your lettuce and hope for the best. And then
I was going to go to the garden center about it, but I think that's as good as I would get from the garden center.
Probably. Like, this is real gardening advice that I'm giving you, by the way. I know a lot about plants and how to kill them.
Super biological.
I know. Okay. So then...
What's happening with our salty boy?
Our salty boy he's just waiting to learn more. I don't know what this
maybe that shield
guy
is a salad bowl.
And this is why they pay you the big bucks. This is why you are the tarot reader and I am the tarot not good reader. Oh, you've got the Ace of Cups. You've got the self-love card. You got to feed yourself some salad and self-love yourself. And then you've got the universe, but it's reversed. You can have whatever you want, but like you're not giving it to yourself, girl, ma'am. Why did I say that?
I like it though. And then I want to be a girl, not just either one. Both. Girl, not yet a girl, not yet a girl, ma'am.
And then finally you have the Temperance card and it's like, everything's gonna work out okay as long as you provide your lettuce with far less water and significantly more shade. You gotta throw shade.
And I
at
like
the
that
lettuce.
she's looking ahead of her and she's like, look at all of this water I'm not giving my lettuce. A whole sea full of water.
It's so
if
true.
you wanted to give your lettuce that much water, it would be kelp.
You were obsessed with kelp in high school.
No, you were obsessed with kelp in high school. You drew it on the back of my neck once.
Did I? Yes. What? Why did I do that? Why? That's such a shitty thing to do. Did you ask me to do it?
No, you were bored in class and it kind of felt nice. Because you did it with a ballpoint pen.
What the fuck? What do children do?
I don't know.
Wow. I also brought some back from Newfoundland, and I feel like I was going to give you some, but then I left it under my bed for a very long time, and it was open, and I think we both decided, like, no. Because there were millipedes in my room, too, and,
No.
I feel like I brought that on myself. So gross. So maybe. Anyway.
Millipedes are really yucky. But I'm into that. My lettuce in my backyard, if it gets any more water, it will turn into kelp. Yes. Temperance is telling me that.
Yeah. It's telling you that. And then it's saying, like, maybe you got the self-love one is like, you need some water. Maybe you are personally dehydrated and you're projecting onto your lettuce. Ever thought about that?
I had not, but now that you mention it, that seems entirely likely.
Great.
The wilting is all just my projection, and the brown spots are the parts of myself that I don't love enough.
So this is just, you just gotta work on you, girl, man.
I'm just really taking some time to weed the lettuce beds of my heart.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yes. Okay, now I gotta know. Did this make your life better or worse?
It 100% made my life better.
Oh, thank fucking God. Because I was really nervous there for a minute.
I could tell. I could see it in your eyes that the pressure was on.
Shitting myself a lot. It's really messy in here.
Do you need a moment? Or
I need to wipe
like
myself.
That situation?
Yeah. No, I can stick through to the end of this recording because if I get up and leave, nobody's going to edit that out. So I should probably stick around.
Well, you could keep that part for the premium content. Yes, that really nice long pause.
Where I go to the bathroom and change my pants and you sit there and drink tea.
Just quietly hum something that hopefully won't get you like a copyright notice.
Fingers crossed.
Just something kind
hum
of
it in reverse.
vague.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I know how to do that.
I don't know either. Oh no, I got lipstick on my cards. Now they're stacked or whatever. They're loaded because I put lipstick on them.
Dishwashered.
Jeez Louise. Okay. All right. Now we're at the part where this will never happen again, but you said you have 8,000 million more extra years of experience than I do and 5,400 tarot cards or decks. And you said you wanted to give me a reading. So, like, I'm into that.
To.
How does this work?
Well, I don't know. I don't know, because I've never done this for you before in this context. But I have this really beautiful deck. Well, first of all, where is that? I have a set called The Wild Unknown Archetype by Kim Kranz. She's probably my favorite artist for cards right now, but that doesn't preclude anyone because I like lots of them. Not shilling for her, just like them. So they're beautiful and round. And I was doing some shuffling earlier and the Lover came out. I don't have your slick setup with the overhead camera, but we'll do this.
That looks pretty good. It's got a swan and it's flapping its wings.
And it's all like golden behind. And what it's making me think of is, do you remember the cartoon movie, The Princess and the Swans? The Princess Swan? With Odette.
Sounds familiar.
It's what the Black Swan or like the Swan Lake is based on. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but swans are super violent.
Yeah, they are.
And really strong. And I like that the Lover, this might be a Zeus reference. I'm not really 100% sure on what she's going for. I have the book, but we don't need that. So, like, this Lover is not a lover that I'd be into because I like humans and not birds, but that's okay. Maybe you are into something else, which, no judgment. But I just feel like this is a lover who is very strong and self-assured and coming in a burst of light and flowers and, like, beads and love. And so I just feel like the energy you're giving off is super powerful. A little unpredictable. Like you could get violent.
It's 100%
get
the
violent
ADHD.
if things don't go your way, but otherwise it looks real sleek when everything's going as it should. And, everything you're doing is surrounded in a halo of beautiful light. So I would say this is just saying, keep doing what you're doing.
I like that.
Girl, ma'am.
Girl, ma'am.
Girl, ma'am. It's like sister friend, but more formal.
Girl, ma'am.
It also kind of looks like an eyeball. So a little bit
it does. Just staring into the heart of people's souls.
Yeah. And I think just souls. Really the heart of their souls and through their eye of their face.
Yes. Right up the nostril.
They say that the nostril is the eye of the face. So that would make sense.
That is a common saying. I've heard many times.
Many times. The nostril is the eye of the face. Don't let these guys fool you.
No.
Anyway, so that's what the archetypes have for you.
Cool.
And then I have these ones that are called Animal Spirit. And even though that's an animal, I feel like I'm supposed to read these ones. So these ones have this shiny silver box.
Ooh, and there is an eyeball staring straight into the heart of my soul.
An eyeball staring into the heart of your soul.
It's really
all right, intense. So I'm just going to do a little shuffle. I didn't shuffle these ones yet. Do you have any questions or concerns that you want to address? This isn't quite the same as yours. I'm just gonna do one card, but let's see. Do you have anything coming to mind that you want?
No,
addressed?
because I keep asking the same question to my cards, so I think maybe just like tell me whatever comes out, I guess.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's do a little shuffle. I have been using cards on and off for like 8 years, but there was a period, quite a long period in the middle where I wasn't doing much, but kind of come back around to them, and I like them and they make me happy.
They're really fun. You know what? I really enjoy them, and they are a really good hobby. Well, because the whole thing is, Justin told me I had to get a hobby and that I couldn't sit there and watch Fresh Prince all the time. So that's how it happened. Well, he's got my best interests at heart. He's like the lover at me. That's what.
Oh, he was being a ferocious swan, and you were.
I was being a little puddle of silliness on the couch.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince is really funny though. I'm still watching it. And then I'm like, oh, I'm doing tarot. He's like, oh. I'm like, oh, I'm doing a podcast. He's like, uh-huh.
Oh. And so find a hobby turned into get another job.
Exactly. That's usually what I do, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm having a moment. Hold on.
Oh, it's okay. Here comes the sun straight into my face, as I mentioned. Oh. Here's this blast of light in my face.
Well, it's from the lover blasting you with your love light right in, I don't know, if the nostril is the eye of the face, what is the eye? Is it the nose of the
mouth.
Face?
The mouth is the nose of the face.
Right, of course. I should have known. I should have
guessed.
Obviously.
God.
You know how like old-timey phrenology, they thought they could like tell things about a person based on like the shape and size of different parts of the head?
Wait, that's not real?
I mean,
I don't know.
Not the way they did it, but I think we should do our own phrenology and, you know, with the eyes of the face and the mouth of the face and the nose of the face.
And the nose of the mouth. And the ears of the eyes. Yes.
Yes. And the feet of the head, which are the ears. I don't know.
Yeah, and the armpit of the toenail. We're going places.
I like that so much, though. All right, let's see. Let's see what's here. The armpit of the toenail. That's really got me.
That's the energy that we're looking into.
That's the energy I'm taking into the second half of this year. I think it would make a great album name. The armpit of the toenail. I think it would be like experimental ska.
Sure. I will wait on bated breath for you to release that album.
It's been a while since I picked up a trumpet, though.
It's been a while. Oh, trumpet.
All right, so 2 things came out. 1, the earthworm. Oh,
ew.
I keep getting confused. So you think that the earthworm is like not an important thing or that it's kind of gross or whatever, but without earthworms, our dirt wouldn't be able to grow anything.
Oh, good. Ew. It's just the little, why is there like the little like not wrinkly part? You know?
It's the armpit of the toenail.
Is the armpit of the toenail. Oh my God. I am so bad with worm anatomy. The armpit of the toenail.
Well, I'm not a wormologist, but I think it's the armpit of the toenail.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. You seem to know a hell of a lot more than I do about everything so far.
I don't know how to get this card in my camera. I don't know how mirrors work or which way is left or right. So take this with whatever grain of salt you will. Just don't put the salt on the worm. I think that would hurt it. But an earthworm is about being a beginner. It is about being grounded in the energy of the earth. And it is about like the work that needs to happen before things can be created. Like if nothing ever died, nothing would ever live.
Whoa. And worms eat dead things.
Yes. And turn the dead things.
Worms.
And it's the circle of life and it moves us all.
Yes.
The other thing I got is a golden egg.
Oh, I like this.
Beautiful, which is making me think about Willy Wonka and how also a goose, not a swan, but like similar. If you're not a biologist, you might get confused about them. And I think that you're just a real treasure.
Aww.
I think that's what that's about.
That's nice.
And that everything you touch turns to gold. Sometimes you have to hide it away in some straw to keep it safe.
Yes.
Let it incubate a little bit, but maybe eventually this golden egg will birth a golden goose lover swan.
And then the swan will eat the worm, and then the worm will be eaten by the swan.
Eat the swan when the swan dies.
Okay, yes.
The circle of life.
We got it. Okay, we got there. I don't know what train I was on, but holy crap-oly. Wow.
We did it.
Well, I really like
that. Together we did it.
I've always been afraid of the Midas touch because, like, I remember reading a story as a kid where Midas was, like, touching things with his golden finger and, like, turned humans into gold, and then they were dead. And I was like, well, I don't want that.
Not ideal.
No. So I guess I'll buy some gloves. Just to be sure.
Good call.
Just to be 100%. Hundo P.
As the children say, I assume.
Exactly. Yes. I don't care what the children say because I don't understand it. I'm too old for that shit. Okay. All right. Look, we've got one more here. Let's do a yes or no question, and then I want you to tell me where you think people should go look for either your stuff or like maybe like if you want to plug a charity you really like or an artist you really like, because that's your time, girl, man. That's gonna be your time. But first of all, ask me a yes or no question, and I'm gonna see if I can get an answer for you.
Did you have fun today?
Did I have fun today? Boom! Wealth upside down. I had internal fun of internal love, happiness.
Regardless of who was here, you had a good time.
I had a good time. All by myself. Oh my God. Okay. Yes. Tell us everything. What should people know?
I don't have any hustles, so there's nowhere that people can find me. I was thinking about that today too. I do a little community theater, but we're not doing a show right now, so I can't plug that. The paintings that I paint, I'll hang in my guest room, and my lettuce is not for sale. So this is just me. I don't really have a thing to plug.
Cool.
Support local businesses.
I'm into that. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always there for supporting local businesses, and just send me $50. Thanks, everyone. Okay, great.
Send Emily $50. If you liked this episode and you want a longer cut where she leaves for quite a while to change her clothes, send her $50 and you'll get your hand on that sweet, sweet empty air.
Oh man, now I'm really gonna have to deliver on that and actually shit myself. Okay, what am I plugging this week? This week I am plugging the fact that this is the second episode of this podcast. There's a fly flying around my face. My apartment is full of flies because I don't have a screen door, but I like to leave the window open. Also, this week I put out a sketch, and it is about me not being able to high five, and it has really disastrous results for Justin. I will leave it at that, but you can find that at emilymilling.com/links, where all of my stuff is, or just emilymilling.com, I guess. Also, sign up for my newsletter because I will send you emails. Well, I don't know how often, once a month, I guess, with new stuff. And if Bailey wants to promote something at a later time, maybe I'll email you with that, because then I can promote it. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of this show. I have been Emily Milling. Thanks, Bailey, so much for coming out today. This has been such a treat.
It's been wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Yay! We're done! Thank you for listening to Pretty Bad Tarot with me, your host, Emily Milling. If you want to hear new episodes every Friday, make sure you follow this podcast wherever you listen. And hey, I'd love it if you left a review. You can even ask me a yes or no question and I just might answer it on the show. This podcast is produced by The Ultimate Creative.